Feeling all right, Charlie?
How are you, Mr. Brock? My name is Officer Welch. This is Officer Pudney. Please take a seat, sir. Connie, take this down. Now, Mr. Brock, I'd like for you to tell me exactly what happened in this house tonight.
Would someone like lemon tarts?
Yes.
Calm down, ma'am. Please, Mr. Brock.
Okay. The story. As it happened. As I remember it. As I'm telling it. Oh, God. Well, here it goes. At exactly 6 o'clock tonight, I got home from work. My wife, Myra, was upstairs in the dressing room getting dressed for the party. I went to the kitchen and got a bottle of champagne from the refrigerator. Rosita, the Spanish cook, was in the kitchen with Ramona, her Spanish sister, and Romero, her Spanish son. They were preparing an Italian dinner. Myra had to tell them when to start the dinner. As I started up the stairs, I said to myself, it's my 10th wedding anniversary, and I can't believe I'm still so in love with my wife. Myra was putting on the perfume that I gave her for Christmas. I purposely buy it for her because it drives me crazy. I tapped on her door. Tap, tap, tap. She opened it. I handed her a glass, and I made a toast. To the most beautiful wife a man ever had for 10 years. She says, to the best man a beautiful wife ever had for 10 years. We drink. We kiss. I toast again. To the loveliest skin on the loveliest body that has never aged a day in 10 wonderful years. She toasts. To the gentlest hands that ever touched the loveliest skin that has never aged a day in 10 wonderful years. We drink, we kiss, we toast, we drink, we kiss, we toast. By now it's 7 o'clock. The bottle is empty, my wife is sloshed, and I'm completely toasted. And then I smell it. The perfume I could never resist. I loved her in that moment with as much passion and ardor as the night we were first newlyweds. I tell you this not out of embarrassment, but out of a pride and joy for a love that grows stronger and more lasting as each new day passes. We lie there, spent, naked in each other's arms, complete in our happiness. By now, it's 8 o'clock and it's grown dark outside. Suddenly, a knock on the door. Knock, knock, knock. The door opens and a strange young man looks down at us with a knife in his hands. Myra screams. I jumped up and ran for the gun in my drawer. Myra grabbed a towel to shield herself. I run back in with the gun, ready to save my wife's life. And the strange young man says, Yo quito. Because he's talking in Spanish. El diablo enchilado, porque se en quinto minuto. I don't speak Spanish. And I never saw Rosita's son Romero before, and I didn't know that the knife was to cut up the salad. And he was just asking, should they start the dinner yet? So, I aimed my gun at him. Myra screamed again and pulled my arm, and the gun went off. Ah! Shot a hole in my earlobe. Rosita's son Romero runs downstairs and tells Rosita and Ramona, Mamacita, mire que pasó el Paco allá. El hombre que loco con bang bang. The crazy man took a shot at him. So Rosita, Ramona, and Romero leave in a huff. My earlobe is bleeding all over Myra's new dress. Suddenly we can hear something in the driveway. The guests have arrived. So Myra grabs a bathrobe and runs downstairs to stop Rosita, Ramona, and Romero, otherwise we won't have any help. But they take off in their Alfa Romeo. I'm upstairs and I look outside and I think someone's trying to steal my beautiful old Mercedes, but it's dark and I can't see, so I take another shot at him. Myra runs downstairs to the basement, to where we keep the cedar chest, because she's looking for that dress she wore last year for Bonds for Israel. Oh. Only she can't find the light, and she trips downstairs and she passes out. I come from upstairs looking for Myra. But I see that the basement door is open, and I'm afraid that the strange young kid is coming back. So I close the door and I lock it, not knowing that Myra's down there. Then I run back upstairs to take some aspirin, because my earlobe is killing me from the hole in it. But I got blood on my fingers, and it gets in my eyes, and by accident I take 4 Valium instead. And I can hear the guests downstairs, and I want to tell them to look for Myra, but all of a sudden I can't talk from the Valium. So I grab a piece of paper and a pen, and I start to write a note. And I look at it, and it looks like gibberish. And I'm afraid that they're going to think that it was a suicide note, and that they would call the police. Hello? And my friend Glenn Cooper's coming, and it would be very bad for his campaign to get mixed up in a suicide attempt. So I rip up the note, and I flush it down the toilet just as they come in, and they're yelling at me. What happened? What happened? And before I could say anything, I passed out on the bed. And that's the whole goddamn truth. Sure as my name is Charlie Brock.
I buy it. Buy the whole damn thing. You know why I buy it? Because I liked it. I didn't believe it, but I liked it. Which reminds me how much I love my wife, too. Which is why I want to be getting home early this evening. Sorry to bother you folks. Mr. Brock, take care of that ear and happy anniversary.
Yeah, thanks. Oh.
Where did you find the guts to tell a story like that?
I made it up!
Of course you made it up, but when?
As I was telling you, word by word, sentence by sentence, I didn't know where I was going, I just kept